Hey guys, Christian from Imperial Workshop, and today I'm going to be showing you how to disassemble and reassemble the Divergent Hilt. Let's get into it.
Okay, so firstly we're going to go ahead and unscrew the handle. Once you get that off, move to the top of the hilt and take off both of the black knobs. You can just unscrew both of them. Okay, now that we got those off, let's go ahead and take these two golden screws out. For this, I'm going to be using a 3mm hex socket wrench. If you don't have one, I highly recommend getting one. It just makes this step a whole lot easier. However, if you don't have one, you can also use tweezers. Those should work as well. Okay, so now we just have a couple more things to remove. Let's go ahead and unscrew the clip at the top of the hilt right here. Okay, now that we got that off, we're going to go ahead and move to the 6 screws located next to the button. And once we get all 6 screws out, we're going to go ahead and unscrew the top and bottom screw on the button plate. And then we're going to go ahead and remove the button plate from the hilt. Okay, now that we got this unscrewed, we're going to go ahead and slide the silver external portion of the hilt off. And we're going to focus on this internal black piece of the hilt. So let's start by unscrewing this screw right here. This secures the black piece to the internal core. Okay, before we try to remove this portion of the hilt from the internal core, we're going to go ahead and remove the button right here. There's 2 screws located on the bottom and top. Make sure you take those off. Once we take these out, the button will be loose, and all we'll have to do from here is push the black piece of the hilt down until you can see the plug. Go ahead and unplug it. And then pull the button out completely. Okay, and the last thing we have to do is just go ahead and slide that black piece off, and that is the internal core. Okay, so right here in the center of the core, there is a black screw. If you want to separate the top from the bottom of the core, all you have to do is unscrew this, and it will expose the internal wiring. Pretty much what these wires are is the crystal LED, the pogo pins, and the port for the button. Okay, if you took the black screw out, we're going to go ahead and line the bottom and top part of the internal core up and screw that back in. Okay, so from here we're just going to go ahead and tuck these wires in. This is just to take the slack out of them and prevent them from getting caught on the internal hilt piece. And then we're going to go ahead and slide it on. go ahead and slide it down enough to where you can see the port for the button, and then plug it in. Now that we got it plugged in, we're going to go ahead and carefully slide the internal hilt piece upwards. We're then going to take the button and we're going to kind of slide it under the 3 wires running next to it. Just like that. And then you're going to want to grab both of these screws that secure the button in place and go ahead and tighten those. What we're going to do next is we're going to take the wires connected to the button and we're going to tuck them into the little slot next to the port right here. Doing this just prevents the wires from getting caught on anything when we're putting the rest of the hilt together, and it kind of just neatens things up as well. Now that the wires are tucked away, we're going to go ahead and slide this up. You can use the back side of the hilt to align it. Just make sure that the crystal chamber is flush with the black hilt piece. Now we're going to grab the threaded metal screw and we're going to go ahead and tighten that at the bottom of the black metal hilt piece, which will lock it into place. From here, we're going to grab the external silver hilt piece and we're going to slide it on. I usually leave these 6 screws a little bit loose. It just helps with aligning the rest of the screws. So let's go ahead and tighten these, but don't tighten them all the way. Just get them in enough to where it will hold the silver piece onto the hilt. So as you see here, there's a little bit of give to the hilt piece. That wiggle room is going to help you out a lot in aligning the rest of the holes. Another trick I like to do is putting these black knobs in next. This goes a long way in helping you align the holes as well. So let's put that clip on the top back in. Next up we have the button cover. And then at this point you can go ahead and tighten all 6 of those screws because everything is set. Okay, and one of the most challenging parts of putting this hilt back together is getting these golden metal screws in, so make sure to just take your time and try not to lose your patience when doing so. Both of these screws are fully tightened, so last but not least, we're going to go ahead and screw the handle on. And that is the final step.
Thanks for watching this video. If you need any further assistance or run into any complications, please reach out to the email linked in the video's description. See you in the next one.